Every day you face a decision, to keep postponing your evolution or to begin today. Imagine opening your eyes with a single goal, to become someone who earns their own respect. Not out of vanity, but out of integrity. To finally take control of your mental dialogue, to silence the voice of doubt and make room for the one that takes action. Because if you don't train your mind, the environment will do it for you, and not always with good intentions. In this video, I'll reveal why committing to yourself daily is the most powerful gesture you can make. This isn't self-help, it's philosophy in action. It's stoicism in its purest form, facing discomfort, choosing what's right even when it hurts, transforming every fall into your mental gym. Most people live on autopilot, slaves to their impulses, surrounded by environments that don't reflect their true dreams. You don't have to settle for that. In the end, the one who acts today with intention, with meaning, with awareness, is the one who rewrites their story. Stay until the end, and you'll discover how these 10 Stoic teachings not only shift the way you think, but transform your day, your surroundings, and your destiny. Because time doesn't stop, and your life keeps moving forward. The real question is, will you lead it, or let it slip away? 1. Master your inner dialogue. Before the outer world, your mind is the first battleground. Before facing the world, you must confront yourself. What you repeat to yourself daily is not innocent. It either builds you up or sabotages you. Inner dialogue is not just talking to yourself. It's the code with which you program your vision, your decisions, and ultimately, your path. A Stoic knows they can't control what happens outside, but they can control how they interpret it. And that interpretation is born from the quality of their internal thoughts. When your mind is flooded with insecurity, complaints, justifications, or fear, every step you take outward is already broken. That's why it doesn't matter how hard you try to move forward if you haven't first cleansed your inner world of distortions. Speaking to yourself with honesty, with consistency, and with courage is an act of true power. It's not about empty optimism, it's about deep responsibility, to look inward and tell yourself what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. It's guiding your thoughts like a commander leads an army, with strategy, determination, and purpose. A mind ruled by impulses and unrestrained emotions cannot build anything that lasts. But a mind trained to discern, to focus, and to react with wisdom can withstand storms, resist temptations, and rise from failure without breaking. Before trying to transform the world, change the way you speak to yourself. Because everything you do, everything you tolerate, or allow others to do to you, is born first in the silence of your mind. Master that space, and you'll have conquered far more than any external victory. That's where real power begins. That's where true change is born. Before we continue, I'd love for you to scroll down to the comments and write the phrase, "Today is a great day. I am Stoic." It's not just a simple sentence. It's a declaration of intent, a powerful affirmation that connects you to your inner strength and to this community that chooses to live with purpose and discipline. 2. Choose what's right, not what's easy. Choose what is right, not what is convenient. The path of ease may be smooth, but it doesn't lead to destinations that truly matter. Growth, personal evolution, and authentic freedom live on the opposite terrain, where it hurts, where it demands, where it's uncomfortable. That's where character is forged. Doing the right thing doesn't always please. It's not always simple, and it's rarely applauded by everyone. But the Stoic doesn't seek what's easy. They're guided by what's just, what's necessary, and what aligns with their principles. Comfort is fleeting, but duty, when fulfilled with integrity, leaves a lasting imprint that transforms you. Every time you choose the easy path over the right one, you surrender a piece of your inner strength. You weaken, you grow more vulnerable, and you drift further from your best self. Yet when you choose what's right, even when it hurts, you rise above your impulses, your excuses and your fears. That consistent choice, repeated day after day, is what shapes a life of meaning. Because acting with integrity isn't a one-time act. It's a continuous practice, and the more you exercise it, the more it becomes part of who you are. The Stoic doesn't ask, "What's convenient for me today?" but rather, "What is right today, even if it requires sacrifice?" That's the compass that doesn't break in the storm. That's the guide that remains steady when everything around you changes. Character is not built in comfort. It is born in difficult decisions. And there is no greater freedom than a soul that acts with integrity, no matter the circumstance. Always do what is just, because that is where true strength begins. 3. Start the day with intention, not impulse. Every day is a unique opportunity. To begin it without intention is to hand it over to chance. The Stoic understands that the first gesture of the day should not be a mindless reaction, but a conscious choice. Before the world knocks at your door, you must awaken your own awareness. That's where true control begins. Starting with purpose means taking command before your impulses do. It's about setting the pace, marking the path, and deciding what kind of person you'll be in the hours to come. Without that clarity, you become a prisoner of noise, of haste, of external demands. You lose control before you even try to take it. When the day begins without direction, anything can drag you off course. But when you start it with purpose, everything you face becomes part of your training. What matters is not that the day is perfect, but that you own your attitude, your energy, and your focus. Intention is a silent declaration of leadership, not toward others, but toward yourself. It's a way of reminding yourself who you are, what you stand for, and what you're building. That clarity protects you from mental exhaustion, from constant distraction, and from the emptiness that consumes those who live on autopilot. You weren't born to merely endure your days. You came to lead them. And that direction doesn't appear by chance. It's built through conscious decision. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things with full awareness. Impulse is noise. Intention is direction. The former pulls you toward what others expect. The latter connects you to what truly matters. Don't let life simply happen to you. Be the one who happens within life, from the very first moment of the day. 4th, turn adversity into your daily training. Life is not a promise of comfort. It's a permanent school of character. Every challenge you face is not a barrier meant to stop you, but a tool designed to help you evolve. The Stoic doesn't curse adversity. They observe it, embrace it, and use it. They make it part of their daily discipline. Nothing reveals your true strength like the thing that tried to break you. When the problem appears, when everything seems to go against you, that's where the training happens. You train your mind, strengthen your heart, and refine your soul, not to become insensitive, but to become strong with meaning. What others see as punishment, you transform into fire and forge. What others avoid, you confront with resolve, because you understand that every uncomfortable emotion is an opportunity, every fall is a lesson, every loss is a practice in detachment, and every delay is an exercise in patience. Adversity doesn't ask for permission. It arrives. What defines you is not if you face it, but how you face it. If you break, you fall behind. If you use it, you evolve. It's not the force of the blow that matters. It's your response to it. The Stoic turns life into constant training. They don't wait for the storm to pass before working on themselves. They grow stronger within the storm, because they know pain doesn't stop them. It forges them. Discomfort isn't the end. It's the beginning of transformation. You are not a victim of what you face. You are the builder of what you do with it. Every hard day is not a punishment. It is a gym for the spirit. Life doesn't guarantee you comfort. It offers you growth. Accept it. Use it. Train. 5. Protect your body as you safeguard your mind. Your body and your mind are not separate entities. They are one integrated unit. One reflects the other, one supports the other. The Stoic understands that they cannot aspire to mental clarity while neglecting the very vehicle that sustains it. A fragile, sluggish, or overloaded body ends up dragging the mind down with it. Taking care of your body is not vanity. It's discipline, respect, and alignment with the life you claim to want to build. You cannot speak of inner strength while maintaining habits that deplete you from within. Your energy, your focus, and your emotional balance also depend on how you treat your body each day. The wise person does not idolize their body, but they value it. They do not punish it, but they strengthen it. They do not neglect it, but they do not become its servant either. They understand the body as a temple that needs cleansing, movement, rest, and order, because they know the mind doesn't operate in a vacuum, but within a system that requires harmony. There is no sustained clarity in a life where the body is ignored. There is no persistent willpower in someone who lives exhausted, ill, or disconnected from their physical condition. Mental strength requires a foundation, and that foundation is built through physical effort, daily care, and self-respect, expressed through simple and consistent actions. Caring for your body is protecting your mind from a different angle. It's reducing biological noise to free up thought. It's creating the internal conditions so that the mind can decide, endure, reason, and act with real power. The body is your first territory. Keep it strong, agile, and functional, not for appearance, but for virtue. You cannot self-govern if you neglect the structure that sustains you, body and mind. Both are temples. Both are paths toward true freedom. 6. Your environment reflects your standards. What surrounds you speaks for you, even when you choose silence. The environment you tolerate is a mirror of your decisions, your mindset, and the boundaries you've set, or failed to set. External disorder doesn't appear by accident. Often it is an echo of the inner chaos you've chosen not to face. The Stoic understands that virtue is not just a lofty idea. It's a tangible practice expressed in the most ordinary of gestures. The place you live in, the energy you allow in, the noise you let enter, all of it shapes your behavior more than you might think. If you're surrounded by confusion, meaningless stimuli, or mediocrity, your focus and discipline will pay the price. Organizing your space is not about control. It's an act of respect for your path. It's a sign that you're ready to maintain a structured life, a clear mind, and a firm will. You cannot think clearly if your environment is saturated. You cannot move forward with direction if what surrounds you constantly pulls you backward. What you allow in your environment reveals what you tolerate within yourself. And if you aspire to elevate your life, start by raising your standards. Make your surroundings a reflection of the kind of person you are committed to becoming, not of the one you've been out of habit or comfort. The environment doesn't organize itself. It doesn't transform by magic. You transform it with firm decisions and the courage to eliminate what no longer aligns with your vision. Every object, every sound, every presence has an effect. Make sure that effect works for you, not against you. External order is not the final destination. It's the starting point for conquering something much deeper: self-mastery. 7. Live as if someone you respect were watching you. True integrity doesn't require an audience. It doesn't rely on applause or outside validation. Inner strength is born when you act in alignment with your principles, regardless of who is watching. The Stoic understands that the most powerful authority doesn't exist outside. It resides within. When you live with the awareness that someone you admire is watching you, you commit to acting with integrity, not out of fear of judgment, but out of loyalty to yourself. Respect isn't something you can demand from others. It's something you must first build within yourself. And that is only possible when you choose to act with honesty, even in your most private moments, when no one else is watching but you are. Every action, no matter how small, shapes your character. Character is formed in the everyday, in those unseen moments where no one is judging you, but you are. It's in those moments where you choose sincerity, responsibility, and consistency, not for appearances, but because you understand that your integrity is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Acting on principle when no one is watching is the purest expression of self-respect. Life is not about being observed. It's about being faithful to who you truly are, even in complete solitude. If you can live that way, you'll be planting a life of authenticity and coherence, where your actions reflect your essence, not others' expectations. True respect is born in yourself, and it is earned through integral decisions at every step. 8. Fewer opinions, more execution. In a world saturated with voices, the Stoic knows that real strength lies not in what is said, but in what is done. Talking is easy. Acting takes discipline, intention, and courage. Opinions, even when well-intentioned, are nothing but noise, if not accompanied by movement. Speaking without doing is a waste of energy and time. It's a way to avoid the real work, the ongoing transformation of oneself. The true measure of a person lies not in how many words they can speak, but in the quality of their actions. Empty words are easy to give, but it's actions that speak with impact. Talking too much is often a way to fill the silence, to avoid the discomfort of self-reflection, and to delay meaningful action. But words alone don't change anything. Only what you do consistently and with purpose has real impact. The Stoic doesn't get distracted by others' opinions, nor by the desire to impress. Their purpose is to advance, step by step, without needing approval. Every day is a new opportunity to progress in silence, without showing off, without seeking the spotlight. Action speaks louder than any speech. Acting without needing recognition is the real challenge. Facing obstacles, making uncomfortable decisions, and doing what's right, even when no one notices, is the essence of true strength. External opinions are just temporary noise. Your actions are what truly shape your destiny. Speaking less doesn't mean staying silent when you have something meaningful to say. It means focusing your energy on what truly matters. Less noise, more execution. The Stoic understands that advancing in silence is advancing with real power. 9. Make the present your greatest investment. Time is the only resource you truly own, and the present is the only moment you can control. The Stoic knows that the key to building a stable, free future lies in what you choose to do today. There are no guarantees of success tomorrow if you don't invest your attention, energy, and effort in the now. The future doesn't happen by chance. It's forged by the decisions you make in every second of the present. The now isn't just a bridge to what's next. It's the fertile ground where you plant what you will eventually harvest. Every action, no matter how small it seems, is a seed that will bear fruit. Whether it's building habits, acquiring new knowledge, or facing challenges with wisdom, what you do today determines the level of freedom and fulfillment you'll experience tomorrow. Procrastination and passivity are the most silent enemies because they rob us of the only thing we truly possess, the present. Investing in the now means showing up with excellence in every moment without demanding immediate results. The future is not a distant destination. It's the direct result of what you choose to do today. Every deliberate effort, every step taken with integrity and consistency lays the foundation of your future life. If you want freedom, that freedom must start being cultivated now. The Stoic understands that he cannot control what's to come, but he can govern his actions in this exact moment. The present moment is his most powerful tool. The most valuable investment isn't financial or material, it's emotional and mental. It's the daily commitment to grow, to act with intention, and to focus your energy on what truly matters. Make the present your greatest bet, and the future will not be a worry. It will be the natural result of what you've sown today. 10. Remember that time is life in motion. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Every second that passes is an irreplaceable piece of your existence, gone forever. The Stoic understands that time is not abstract. It's the tangible measure of life. Each moment, no matter how small, is life in motion, a real fraction of who you are. We live as if we had eternity, but the truth is that each day brings us closer to the end of our path. You cannot store time. You cannot pause it. You can only live it, use it, or let it slip away. True wisdom lies in realizing that every moment you waste is one you will never get back. That's why every second matters. Being intentional with your time means living in alignment with what truly holds value. It's not just about productivity, it's about full awareness of how you are investing your life. The Stoic does not allow time to slip away in meaningless distractions, in worries that aren't his to carry, or in behaviors that don't align with his purpose. Every moment has meaning, and the key is learning to recognize it. Time is the true currency of life, and the only way to enrich our existence is to invest it with awareness, intention, and in harmony with what truly reflects our essence. When you live with the awareness that each second is a new opportunity, your life becomes a constant act of creation, evolution, and impact. Don't waste time. Don't get dragged by the inertia of the superficial. Use every moment to build something of real value. Remember, time is life in motion, and with every passing second, you take one more step toward your destiny. If you made it this far, you've already taken the most important step. You chose to work on yourself.